This is the bane of every business owner's daily life, where they're constantly dealing with problems. It feels like all you're doing is putting out fires and problems in your business, and you can't actually get on and do what you want to do. So maybe you sat down today and thought, right, I must get this tender out. I've got to get it completed, or I must get that brochure done that I was meant to finish. And then all of a sudden, the phone rings. Greg, we've got a problem on site. Can you come out and have a look at this? Or we need some more materials. We forgot to tell you we needed this. And it's just so frustrating, isn't it? All of a sudden, you've got to drop everything you're doing and go and deal with the problem. And then if you're running multiple sites, that can happen again and again. And you get to the end of the day and you think, what did I actually do today? You were just putting out fires all day long and didn't really get anywhere. So it really is frustrating, and it's something that must be stopped in your business if you want to move things forward and buy out some more time and freedom for yourself as the business owner. So fortunately, there is a really simple fix to this. It's a fix that can be done between 5 and 10 minutes a day, depending on how many sites you're running, but it's something really important that you try and implement. So I just want to share my screen, and I call this the daily timeout. So it's just a brief exercise that you're going to do. Like I said, it will take you 5-10 minutes a day, and this will stop all those phone calls coming into your business. So what you want to be doing is having a meeting on every site. Now this can be done over Zoom or FaceTime, or actually physically on site if you want to go over there. And it's something that you could potentially train your project managers or site foremen to do also, to save you having to do it. But what we want to be doing in this meeting is capturing everything needed for that day. So we're going to be looking at what hasn't been completed the day before. What are we going to aim to do for that day? What materials do we need? Are there any health and safety concerns? And are there any additional labour requirements we need to start thinking about? So let's just run through a typical daily timeout and see how that works. So let's imagine it's 8 o'clock in the morning. You've got all your team on site. You're having a brief rundown. So you would say, right, how did we get on yesterday? What didn't get done? So someone would come in here and they'd say, right, oh yeah, okay, actually we didn't, the drainage wasn't finished. So that still needs to be done. And you'd just go through that and list out all the items that need to be carried over and when they are needing to be done by. And then you would assign it to someone. So we'll get Dave to finish that. Then you might quickly move on to your daily targets. So, right, what are we going to get done today? Now this is really important, because what we want to do with daily targets is get people to commit to what they're going to achieve for that day. So rather than you saying to John, right, John, I want you to hang 5 doors today, let John say that to you. Yeah, I can get 5 doors done today. So you go, okay, great. So hang those 5 doors. And when people commit to it, they're more likely to get it done. So you write your daily targets out and let people commit to them. And then we'll assign that to John. And then we want to tackle any problems and issues that we need to resolve, and also any materials that are going to be needed to resolve that. So we'll talk about any problems or issues. So yeah, we've got a problem with at the moment with the doors. We haven't got any hinges. So we think, right, okay, we need to get on top of that and get the hinges ordered. And you would assign that to someone, and you'll just run through and do your daily list of materials, and that can then be submitted to the office or get ordered in advance, so that everyone can resolve that. You might talk about any health and safety concerns you've got. So you might do a quick toolbox talk, or we need to order some a mobile tower to reach that high ceiling point. And then you would come on to, it's not working. Then you might come on to any labour requirements. So right, let's think ahead for the week. What do we need to be doing? Right, we need to get the electrician in to move that socket. We need to get a plasterer in to finish that wall, and you would run through it that way. So just a really, really brief rundown of how you would run a daily timeout. Now you might look at that and think, well, yeah, that's really obvious, Greg, but actually this is a little bit of a game changer if you can implement this in your business. Now just think about it. Once you've captured all of this information, you know exactly what everyone's doing for the day. You've got them committed to their tasks. You've raised any problems and issues that are on site. You've captured any materials they need. So all those questions and problems that they might be coming at you throughout the day, so right, all those 5 and 10 minute phone calls have been completely eliminated. You've captured it all in that 10-minute meeting. And because it's structured and you follow the same format every day, everyone gets used to it, and everyone gets used to thinking ahead and planning what they're going to be doing rather than just reacting to the daily firefighting. So try and implement this into your business. It'd be really interesting to see when you do what a difference it makes. So I'd love to see your comments in the group to see how that changes for you once you start doing that. But the daily timeout is absolutely essential to stop your daily firefighting throughout the business. You'll capture everything and you won't get those 5-10 minute phone calls that ruin your productivity throughout the day. So I hope that helps. Now, that is just one very small system that we put in place with businesses to help them grow and let the business owner have more time, freedom and money. And often it's these small little tweaks that make such a big difference in your day-to-day running of the business. So if you'd like to talk about some of the systems we can implement for your business specifically, then reach out, book in a phone call, and I'd love to have a brainstorm with you on how we can do that.